Hi everyone. I feel like I had a good past couple of days overall. And then I got out and did things and was social and had a nice time. And today was just so not that. Today was like a perfect example of what my life used to be like pre-cancer and like pre-pandemic, when I'm like on the go and have tons of appointments or whatever, and I just can't keep up. And I'm normally very accepting of boundaries of things, but right now I'm facing things that have like just hardcore deadlines. I'm not even working. um, but there's still things in life that have deadlines that aren't related to work, and I just couldn't keep up. So I'll start this morning. I overslept. I'm the kind of person who's like 5 minutes early is on time and on time is late. And I went to put on sleep cycle on my phone last night, and I pressed the button to start the sounds, whatever, to help you fall asleep, but I never actually hit start on the alarm part, so the alarm was never set. And for me, sleeping in is like 7 a.m. or something. And I woke up, and this is the tamoxifen part. I woke up and I was like just drenched in sweat. And I look at my phone and it's 9:15, and I had a really important Zoom at 9 o'clock this morning. And I'm like, shit, like I just, thank God today's a holiday. So the person I had the Zoom with was very flexible, and I called her right away and we were still able to Zoom for a bit. But I don't, like, character-wise, like I don't do that, especially like when it's something that's like super important. Oh God. So that's how the day started. So my meds were late. Everything was just late. It's not a good way to start your day. The weather was probably really nice outside. I haven't made it out. I am still in my pajama bottoms, and it's like 9 o'clock at night right now. And the only reason why I have a hoodie on, not my pajama top, was because somebody dropped off some groceries today. Or no, it was dinner, I think. No, it was groceries. And I didn't want to like answer the door in my pajamas. Aside from sleeping in, the tamoxifen side effects have started. I am realizing that I'm now drinking consistently 2 cups of coffee a day. I did order some decaf. I got the Keurig, which I think I mentioned, which has been really helpful. It's an easy way to force me to have coffee in the morning. I ordered some decaffeinated pods, but when I get headaches from my FMD, caffeine helps them to go away. I don't get them frequently, but I think there's something with the tamoxifen too about headaches. I'm not positive. Maybe migraines or something, but I don't normally ever get migraines. But anyway, I've had more headaches in the past week than I typically have, and the caffeine makes it go away. But I don't want to consistently be on caffeine because it will cause my blood pressure to go up, and my blood pressure has been super normal, so I don't want to go there. So I got some decaf pods. The good part about drinking so much coffee in the morning, and by so much I mean like 2 cups, sometimes only 1, is that my GI system seems to like that, and that's a bit more normalized, which is awesome. Very awesome, because that's been a big issue lately. Plus the tamoxifen I know causes nausea and upset stomach, so maybe I don't really have a little bit of nausea once in a while, but instead of the upset stomach, I think because my stomach wasn't really cooperating on the other end before, maybe its way of working is that it's all like coming together the past, I don't know, I'd say 3-4 days or so, where my digesting food has been working well. So I guess that's a plus. I continue to lose weight. Not sure what that's about. I don't know if that's good or alarming at the rate at which I'm losing weight right now. I can't say it's because I've been walking a lot. You know, I'm doing this 35-mile American Cancer Society fundraiser. I haven't like exercise walked in 3 days now. I've been tracking my steps, but I don't have like an Apple Watch or anything, so my steps are really tracked based on if my phone's on me. But today I went to see, I have not left my apartment, so I went to see how many steps I did today. 96. That's it, 2 digits, 96. I literally like got up, went on the Zoom, realized it was just too late. I had to get eating in order to get my meds in and stuff and get all that done on time. With the tamoxifen, you need to take it like at the exact same time every day, and I don't want to mess around with that. But my whole schedule was off, but clearly my body needed to sleep. I just was floored as to how much I actually did sleep. So the nights, so yeah, sticking with the tamoxifen for a minute, the night sweats, I haven't had those for a long time. I had maybe 3 hot flashes ever in my life, fortunately, and I've been in perimenopause for about 4 years now. And my hot flashes aren't flashes, they're just like, I just notice that I get warm, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I don't like sweat or anything, it just happens sporadically, and it's just like I feel warm, not hot, sweaty, just like a warmer than I usually am, and it lasts for like an hour or something, and then it goes away. I haven't had that either since my kidney stone or since COVID. I can't remember. One big health thing happened to me, and I remember I'm like, oh wow, I'm not getting those, episodes anymore. I was having night sweats before, which is also very typical for perimenopause. And then I noticed after my kidney stone, for whatever reason, it stopped. So, and the kidney stone was about a year ago. So I went a year without having those, and I forgot what they were like. But the tamoxifen, a huge side effect that, not huge, but a very, very common side effect, is that you have night sweats. So I wake up several times in the middle of the night. I woke up at like 3 or something, and I was just like, I'm sweating everywhere. My pits are wet. My face is like sweaty. My back is wet. It's gross. And I know it's, the hormonal thing, whatever. And I know it's not going to last because I have my appointment on Wednesday with oncology, and I'm pretty sure they're going to take me off the tamoxifen and start the process with the Lupron and the aromatase inhibitors, which from my understanding have less side effects, and I don't think that night sweats is one of them, but I'll have to ask more questions. So not enjoying the night sweats, that's been going on for several days now. About just a couple of days after I started the tamoxifen, it started up. My boobs continue to be very uncomfortable when I'm sleeping. I think tonight I'm going to go back to wearing my compression bra overnight because I can't stand it anymore. For me, getting up today, like I said, it was kind of a typical day of what life used to look like for me, or I'd get up, of course, like not miss a meeting or something, but, get up, get kid out the door, get to, my meals done, get out the door, get to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, the 30 appointments or whatever that I have, and, be working on a deadline, feel good that I work well under pressure, get stuff done, so I feel like I got something accomplished, and then afterwards realize how much I completely overdid and pushed my body too much. And if there's one thing that I've learned from this whole breast cancer journey, is to listen to my body. Today, my head was working way too much that my body couldn't even keep up, because by the time my body, or at least I noticed that my body was like, holy cow, slow the hell down, it was too late. And my chest, not chest, my boobs, the pressure is just, it's a lot. I put my bra, I went most of the day without wearing a bra because I was in my pajamas and just went right on the computer and then just never left the computer. I think I ate breakfast for like 20 minutes, enough time to eat breakfast and watch TV or something stupid, and then went right back on the computer. Oh, because I had another Zoom at noon. And then the stuff that we were supposed to get done didn't get done, so I kept working, and I didn't finish working until 6, I think it was. And I'm still not done. So I'm gonna have to pick it up tomorrow, and I have a hard deadline tomorrow night, and then it has to be done. But it's tough when, real life and what things used to be like, of what my life used to be like before, come right back in your space, and it's like, what did you learn from this whole process of all this? What did I learn about listening to my body, but yet still keeping up with the responsibilities that I have? I don't have deadlines like this all the time. This is something that happens like a couple times a year. and just has to be done. It's not like I procrastinated. It's just a process of what has to get done. And it's a form that I had to fill out that if you step away from it, it times you out. And if you time out, you have to start, not over again, but you got to double check your numbers to make sure something didn't get messed up. So it's you kind of have to plow through it so that you don't time out. And then it's a lot. And I'm proud that I had the mental capacity to get the stuff done like old Jen's head used to be able to do, but it was really taxing on my body and I wasn't listening to it at all. I had breakfast probably around, I don't know, 10:30 a.m. or something. And then before I knew it, it was like 3:30 and I'm like, well, I never ate lunch. I took my meds on time, but I never ate lunch. And then it just messed up everything for the day. So I'm having a hard time just getting that, yes, I have to listen to my body. And yes, life still goes on with things that have to get done. And how do you listen to your responsibilities and you listen to your body at the same time? I know your body comes first, but it's a tough balance. Because I can't say, no, I can't get this done because like I'm in pain right now, because it needs to get done. I mean, it's like I'm keeling over, whatever. So the part of the mistake was that I stayed in my pajamas for too long, which means I stayed not in a bra for too long, which was a big, big, big mistake. Lesson learned. I think I should just need to go out or not go out, but at some point I will go out as a treat to myself to buy some nice camisoles or nice bras. I've been even approved to have an underwire bra if I want to, but I need to find some other bras to wear that aren't like sports bras. So I have my practical ones and I have the ones that maybe look pretty, but I don't need to wear the compression ones anymore. But today when it was like 6 o'clock and then we went to eat dinner and I'm like, you know what? I can't even eat dinner. My arm hurts so much, and a lot of it was because it was computer work. And I'm, you're typing, I'm not typing a lot like paragraphy wise. I'm filling out forms, and but you're tapping. I'm using the touchpad on my laptop, and it's just you're typing. I'm flipping papers and stuff. They're not big movements, but when you're doing it for a long period of time and you haven't done that in a while, you feel it. So it was stupid of me not to listen and pay more attention earlier. So I put my white, Velcro-y, oh so sexy bra back on, but you know what, it feels, once I put it on, I was like, hallelujah, like it feels so much better that they're supported. And I think I was just so in the zone, I wasn't thinking about it. I just noticed I had a pillow shoved underneath my boobs, and I'm like, I could just put a bra on, but honestly, didn't even think about it because I was just totally in the zone. So that balance, I mean, I know I'm grateful that I have this time to figure out, slowly getting back to, the real world of what my life looks like, and what that looks like with limitations I have. I know that I'm getting better with my range of motion. I have something I want to show you too, because I did my exercises earlier and I was able to, well, I'll show you in a second. I switched the camera just to have a different background because I know I was give you the same background, but I'll show you. And then one of the vlogs I'm going to be doing, I can't do it right now because I want to wait till I get to the third exercise in my book. I'm not up there yet. I think it's going to take me quite some time before I can pass the second one, but I'll show you in just a few minutes what those are like. So that was a lot for today. And then, I realized how much pain I was in at that point. It was dinner time and I just wanted to relax, but it's not like relaxing on a couch is going to make up for 7 hours, or it was more than that, 6, 8, 9 hours almost of just doing, which was just too much. And I just have to make a conscious decision always that it's not 0 to 100. I need to get another one of those ridiculously stupid expensive pillows that just reminds me that you can't live your life either 0 or 100. It has to be someplace in between. And I wasn't doing that today. Lesson learned. or just something to be aware of, so I can adjust that. I did brush my teeth today. That was good. I put my contacts in today, so that was good. Not because I felt motivated, because I needed my reading glasses over my contacts, because that's the best way that I can see. But I still have to like make an appointment with my glasses to pick them up because they're now done, and I haven't done that. There's so many things to do. I have to set up PT. I need to do some research on a few physical therapy places to see where I want to go. That has to get done soon because my prescription says that, or the referral, whatever, says that I have to start PT within 2 weeks of my appointment on Wednesday of last week at Plastics. Fortunately, tomorrow I have an appointment with the therapist from the cancer center, and he always helps with coming up with solutions for things. So this will be the topic for him tomorrow, is like just balancing life. And I know that I've done a lot, but now's a good time to kind of time him in for that. So as I'm vlogging now, I'm realizing that my window's open. Part of that's because my friggin' neighbors were smoking, which is friggin' annoying. They used to smoke outside, and then they got in trouble for that. And now they smoke inside, and it comes in through my vent. So I have to go over to complain tomorrow and be like, dudes, please do something about this. So I have my window open, and part of it too is that I think with the night sweats, I remember back in the day when I used to have them, having the window open overnight, helps me sleep better. And it's the fall right now. It's a good, temperature wise for that. But it also keeps it cooler in here, so that way I am a little bit more comfortable with body temperature. I don't have COVID, I don't have a fever or anything. It's just like your whole body just gets hot while you're sleeping. And then like once I'm up and about, it goes away after a little while, and then that's it. I haven't had hot flashes, it's just the nighttime ones. So that's it for the tamoxifen. I'm super behind on vlogs. Although the next one I have to put up, I think, is like an hour. So that's not going to go up right away either. I could even be day 100 at this point. I don't even know. But whatever. All right. So before I forget. So the exercises that I'm doing every day. One of them I can't really show you just because it's like shifting. They're still so damn heavy. I don't understand. They're so heavy. And I'm like 7 weeks out now from my surgery. And I know it takes time to heal, but I thought by now it wouldn't still hurt like this. Like they just feel so damn heavy. And like the stretching and like right now I just feel like someone's taking like a tennis ball on my right boob and just pushing really hard. Like that's what it feels like right now. My left side right now is fine because I'm in my compression bra. My right side is not. And it makes sense that my right side's off because I'm a righty, and that's the side I've been using to type and use the mouse or the keypad and those other stuff. So I'm gonna stand up, and even as I get up, I'm like holding on to my chest here. I'm gonna get up because I did make progress today that I want to share with you. I've been doing, see, that hurts. Just me reaching forward like that, it hurts. When people look at me and they're like, oh, you look like you're fine, but then you move, like the muscles and the tightness, like you move a certain way, and it just hurts. Like right in here is where it really, really hurts right now. And it's not like a stabbing pain. It's like this, I mean, it literally feels like someone's taking a tennis ball and just like pushing with all their might up against my boob. And it's like you just want to smack them away and tell them to go away. And it's just from everything being connected of using my right arm. Anyway, okay, so my exercises, they're against a wall, and I can't use that wall because it's not wide enough. Like I said, eventually in a couple of whenevers, when I get up to working on the third exercise, I'll show you what they look like. But one of the exercises is you putting your hand up and sliding it up a wall. They're not wall crawls. I was doing that at one point, but you're sliding your hand up the wall in order to get your range of motion. So what I want to show off to you today, oh, there's text. I was looking for text all day today. Granted, this is my left hand, not my right hand. This is my good arm. But you can see, if I go like this, I can put my left arm up entirely, well, I thought it was straight, but as I'm looking at the video, it's not entirely straight. This is as high straight as I'm gonna get, but my arm is totally up. If I want to, I can go and smell, and actually, it doesn't smell too weirdly today. Maybe the night sweats will help. Ow. Okay, and that says to put it back down. Yeah. So I'm excited that I can at least lift my arm up so it's relatively straight. It looked straighter to me than it did on the camera, but still, that's a huge, huge step for me. My right side, I'm only gonna move to the point of discomfort, not the point of pain, is higher than what, again, the right side is where the tumor was, and I'm righty, so that's why it's less. So I engage my core just as protection of like not keeling over. And even like here, I can already feel it. I can feel it all here. Like this physically hurts right in here. I can feel it all in here. But I'm gonna just focus. I think the wall is more helpful because I'm not holding the weight. That's so tight by my armpit. It's like the muscle, the pec muscle, which is right here. It's like I can feel it stretching. It doesn't hurt. It's just so tight. But look how high it is above my head. I don't want to tear something, and I know I'm going really slow, but that's just what it is. All right, this is where I gotta stop. But look how high that is. And I can't smell my pit because I can't move over enough to do that. But that's really high. It's so far above my head. It makes me so proud of myself that I got that far. So what hurts when I do that? I get emotional because, like, I remember when I came out of surgery and I couldn't even do this. I couldn't feed myself food. And it seemed like something so small. You totally take for granted the ability to move your arms up above your head. And like why that's helpful, so that you can get clothes on and off. I have less of a problem of getting the clothes on than I do of getting them off. Which is why having stuff in the zipped or front clasped is easier, because you're just going up and down like this. But I am at a place where I can put most of my shirts on. If something has a tight arm here, I don't even try, because if I have something that does not have a front closure and I have to take it off, the only way I can take it off is if I pull and I put my arm in like this to get it out, and then, once I have it like out like that, I can pull it over my side. But if the arm part is not wide enough, I can't do it. So I have to look at, even if I'm buying like a new shirt from someplace, online or whatever, I look to see if the armpit is not deep enough down. I can't, it's just gonna get stretched out anyway, and like, what's the point? Yeah, so that's where I am with my arm. And like I said, I think the ab part, and maybe with me losing weight, part of that is the muscle strength, because like when I tighten, I can feel my core, which is actually kind of nice. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot what I looked like when I was fit. Yeah, because like I'm not distended. No, I'm not distended anymore. Like, I'm not wearing a super flattering bra, clearly, but my stomach is not distended anymore, and that makes me really happy. But by doing these exercises, I have to engage my core to keep myself upright, and not to be doing, this to go like, to move my body just automatically wants to protect here. So like, I just tend to have my arms go forward, or I tend to hunch because I want to protect here. And I notice, even though it's socially awkward, I notice like when I went to the football game, or when I went to the scout thing yesterday, that my hand, not even thinking, like it goes to like here. and it looks kind of funny. I don't really care. But if if you're wondering why I'm walking around like this, that's why. It looks almost like my arm's in a sling, but it's really not in a sling. It's there to protect, because if my arm's here and you walk into me, you'll hit my arm before you'll hit my chest. And it's also there because I can also give a little bit of a to lift it up to support it a little bit more. I just get protective, and having the weight of my arm straight down is tough over time. Not even doing anything, just having my arm straight down is a lot. So where was I? When I was at the Eagle thing yesterday for Scouts, just me sitting in the chair and having my arm down for that long of a time to go through a ceremony was just too much. I had to put my purse on my lap, cross my legs to elevate, and put my arm up on top of my purse on my lap. But baby steps. I mean, I was happy to at least be able to go. And be able to socialize, and you can't not do anything, because you do have to move stuff. If you don't end up moving anything, things are going to get stiff, and I don't want that to happen. So right now, they told me between 6 and 10 weeks is going to be your in-between time. You're not totally healed yet. You think 6 weeks you should be good to go, but you're healed well enough that you can do more things than you're used to doing. So it's very much like a trial and error weird game to try to figure out what exactly you can do. And I don't know if that's why, I don't know what's going on, but I have a sign of genius that's been out for, since this has happened, and I think dinners are taken care of, but groceries is not. And if I need to start, having just random people come to Instacart or Amazon does grocery delivery, that's fine. But honestly, when I had COVID, that's the only human that I ever ran into. I mean, I literally was not around anyone but the same 2 people, and I ended up giving COVID to one of those people afterwards, not knowing I had COVID. So I didn't get it from her because she got it after I got COVID first. But I wasn't around anybody else for 2 weeks. So I just had this thing in my head that the person, it was either a fire drill or a fire alarm that we had here in my apartment building, and I passed by someone in the hallway, but I was wearing a mask, or it's, the person that was dropping off my food from Whole Foods or whatever. I don't know if they would have been wearing a mask, and if they coughed and I walked out right afterwards, boom, I get COVID. And after having had COVID and having reactions to the vaccines, I don't want to go back to having a cough, even if it's mild. Having a cough like that, after the surgery, I've had a dry cough the past couple days, but Lord knows I don't want to even get a regular virus right now. My body's going through enough. So I don't know what's going on with the Sign Up Genius. People are like, oh yeah, I want to help, and then I send out the Sign Up Genius, and then people aren't signing up, and they don't have to do the shopping. They literally just have to pick it up and bring it to me, because I'm not driving, and I can't bring stuff up my stairs. But I just keep asking, just keep asking for help. Someone will step up, and then one of my friends did step up, and she stepped up a ton, and she just picked up basics that I need for tomorrow, and then we'll deal with it from there. But it's hard just to keep asking over and over and over again. When you know that you're doing better, people assume oh, well, now you're fine. You don't need chemo, so you're fine. You don't need radiation, so you're fine. And it's I'm better, but I'm not fine. I can't lift bags up to my apartment to get food, I mean, my cupboards and stuff are stocked pretty much right now, but it's you still need stuff like milk and stuff for your kids to have lunch at school. It's not even an option right now for my son to even eat lunch at school, because with COVID, you have to order lunch beforehand, and because he has a nut allergy, he can't eat the bread that's there, and all you have for options are breads or salads, and that's it. It's just a very limited thing, and I'm just so sick of freaking COVID crap. But anyway, I'm gonna get off now and fall asleep, and then I already said to my son, he better wake up on time tomorrow, because I'm not waking up early tomorrow. My Zoom tomorrow is not until noon. My first of 2 doctor's appointments that are on Zoom tomorrow. And I don't want to wake up until I wake up. If I sleep till 11, I sleep till 11, and I'll figure out the meds, whatever. But if my body's telling me I have to sleep, then I have to sleep. And I have to respect that. I have to recoup from all the stress today, not like the physical strain today, the physical strain from being on a laptop, which seems so silly, but it's what I do for my job. I'm behind a computer pretty much the entire time that I'm working on spreadsheet, pretty much doing exactly actually what I was doing today, which was weird. You know, I'm filling out stuff, going to different websites and things, and yeah, going back and forth between documents. That's interesting. It's very similar to what I do for my job. And that's not working for me with my hand. So, I mean, right now I have, what, 5 weeks, I think, left of leave? Something like that. So this is where my baby steps come into play as to getting me used to being back at work and used to, you know, doing the things I need to do to go from A to B to C. So we'll see. All right, that's it. I'm going to conk out now, and hope the rest helps everything get back together again. I don't know. All right, have a good day, night, evening, whatever. Bye, everyone.